Freak Show podcast. Orlando and the Freak Show. Mornings from 6 to 10. Wild 94.1.
All right, it's the Freak Show, Wild 94.1 Bay's Party Station. Way Back Wednesday is a whole vibe today, so it'll be a bunch of classics, a bunch of throwbacks, a bunch of memories that will be riding out throughout the morning. What up, though?
Good morning. And talking about memories, shout out to the Bolts.
Yeah, that was
getting
fun.
that overtime win yesterday.
That was necessary.
That was a fun game to watch, though. All those fights. Oh, my God.
Yeah, but you start off with a 0-1. It's like, all right, we got an equalizer. Let's get this thing going.
Yeah.
We needed that.
Yeah, Bolts action. All right, so it was funny. I had to hit up the I was about to say Emily, the benchmark.
Yeah.
And was talking to one of the I was exchanging emails, and I put at the bottom, "Go Bolts," and they wrote back. They're like, "Thanks a lot." And so when we got on the phone, I was like, "Do y'all get sick of like people getting real giddy? Because y'all live it, like y'all used to the playoffs, and we get excited and we start sending you kind of like notes, whatever." She's like, "No, we never get tired of it." They're like, "We don't expect it." They're like, "But when we see people get excited about it too, we get a little geeked because we know people are paying attention." And I was like, man, it's kind of like if y'all don't make the playoffs, it's kind of like a loss.
Oh,
Yeah,
for us?
Like, it's like, like most people are like, all right, well, you can't go every year, but they're like, y'all are supposed to be there every year.
Yeah,
So,
they're the closest thing to Champa Bay we got.
Yeah.
I mean, they do hold it down. So, are you anybody going to any of the games?
I would like to, but the way my savings is set up,
Right. Those
You'd have
seats
took
aren't.
that watch. You could have done it.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm Gucci. Nah, that was a horrible trade for homegirl anyway. I'm not going to do that to her.
Sometimes you need to take advantage of situations.
I mean, for real. Like, that was an opportunity in your face.
Yeah, opportunity for me to get shot by somebody's husband. I'm Gucci.
He got to travel a long way to shoot you.
Yeah, I'm sure he will do it too.
Let's see. We got two winners yesterday.
Ooh.
In the cash. We got we got a noon from Katrina Banks. She got $1,000. And Alicia Pretty got the 5 o'clock from Seminole. So we had two winners in the Bay Area yesterday. There's more to be gotten.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We
8 o'clock this morning. You can get in on that keyword. 8 a.m. has been the one that's been ringing out for the show. But, of course, it's 8, 10, noon, 3, and 5. And the only number that is even a part of this whole thing is 45911. That's the only number you need. You don't need our request number. You don't need any other hookups or nothing like that. It's just text it or use the app or use wild941.com. Either way, we got to play for you to get $1,000 in your pocket. You'll say, you're welcome. Two commercial planes almost collided in midair trying to land at JFK on yesterday. One jet was a Republic Airlines flight operating for American Airlines, and it suddenly veered off its path and dropped about 600 feet, putting it directly in the path of an Air Canada-operated flight.
Holy crap.
The planes got within 350 feet of each other.
Is it just me or is this happening way more often?
Yeah.
No, it's happening a lot. When I flew back from L.A., I usually sleep on the plane. I didn't sleep because I was like, I was nervous. Because it's just the news headline. We see way too much now. We didn't have to think about this before. You can go to sleep and just be like, when we land, I'll wake up. That's it. But now it's like, you got to be prepared for. They should start passing out some parachutes or something. This is getting a little tight.
Yeah, or we're just hearing about it more.
Yeah, did they say like what the problem was? Are just flights getting jumbled up? Is it electronics? What is it?
I don't know, but I know that they basically said that they had made cuts before. And I don't know if that's got something to do with it, but now they're trying to find all these new bodies to come in there and become air traffic controllers. So I think it's just, a minimalized kind of staff. They stripped it down so much. But, I mean, I could just be guessing. But I know we weren't hearing headlines like this before.
Yeah, for real.
No, we
so
weren't.
I don't know, whose fault it is, but I know it's got me tight about being on any plane because you just never know who's going to just veer into your traffic.
Mm-hmm.
That's
They need to end
nasty.
this government shutdown. They need to tighten up.
I don't even know if that's the part of it. It's just because they're high. Like they just said, they got like 8. We talked about it yesterday with the gamers. They got like 8,000 applications that they're going through now to get people trained. So obviously they have a shortage.
Yeah.
So that's an apparent part of it. There's a shortage there. Don't know if it's gonna, keep continuing, but the headlines are definitely getting everybody's attention.
I don't know how there's a shortage when that job is worth $150,000 a year. Like I thought about switching to doing it. Like, for real.
Like, where can I put in my resume?
Yeah, you play games. I mean, that's the same thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm a
like
gamer.
if you're a gamer, they say you can lock in.
Yeah, they say in 2 years you can make it's over $200,000. So
Wow, that's insane.
You remember when we thought as kids that like $150,000 was like, that means you was gonna have a big
The
house.
most, yeah.
it's still a
And
lot
you
of
was
money.
gonna have a big, like, I mean, but it was like,
It's not.
you thought like, oh, if I make me 100, that's like 6 figures.
Yeah.
And you was like,
I'm gonna make 6 figures.
I'm gonna make 6 figures.
Yeah, that's the low end.
And now you're like, yo, you could be a RN and make that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
like,
that's
if
still
you
my
don't mind
threshold.
blood, but I'm just saying, like, I couldn't be an RN.
6 figures still my goal.
I mean, but what I'm saying is when you like, just like when they say a house is $400,000-$500,000, you know,
Right.
or $1 million house, you know, like they're like, that person lives in $1 million house. There's like 30 of them on your block
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Because of the pricing of it and everything else. It's just as a kid, we thought, you know, these were things that weren't attainable.
Right.
How you gonna live in $1 million house?
Yeah.
And that-
As a kid, you think you're like, oh my God, that's so amazing.
If you get $1 million house, you Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm getting a house on the beach.
Yeah. No. Not
Yeah.
Tampa.
No, damn that.
Not
No,
in Tampa.
not in Tampa. You're not doing that. We're not doing that at all. Freak Show. Wild 94.1 Bay's Party Station. All right, so Michael has some less than stellar Rotten Tomatoes reviews.
Uh-oh.
It's up from yesterday. Yesterday it was at 26%. Now that more people have offered their opinion, it is now at a 35% rating for Rotten Tomatoes. Does Rotten Tomatoes like factor in
Yes.
when you say does it?
Yes.
It does a little bit. It's not Bible, but you definitely follow it. But the one that
I will look.
the one that you really got to follow is Roger and Ebert. Like I'm sure people still follow those guys.
Roger
And Ebert?
Ebert.
Yeah, Roger Ebert.
Roger Ebert is the guy, like there was Siskel and Ebert
Oh,
back in the day.
Siskel and
Gene
Ebert.
Siskel, I think, passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so Robert Ebert is
so Roger
Ebert. But I'm not even sure if he's still, I don't
He still
I don't
does
know.
it. Well, it's still
Back in the day, they were like killing it on TV. Back you used to always wait for their reviews.
they do
but
the
I
stars.
didn't see one.
You do
yeah.
4 stars. Yeah, he gave it a 1 out of 4.
This one that I just saw said a 1.5 out of 4.
Well, let's see what the
that is
actual
given to.
fans, because these are reviewers. So keep in mind a lot. You know, sometimes they go in it too hard. Like I just want to be entertained. I want to watch a good movie. Now my blind items allegedly said
Okay,
that
here we go.
this is the tea. This
Blind
is the
item
tea.
Barbie.
Blind
I
item
got
Barbie.
you. I got you. Okay, so this is what they're saying, that because they took out so much of the stuff the family did, they even took out more stuff. It's just a money grab at this point.
Yeah, and Jafar yesterday did confirm that they're already working on that sequel, which we've talked about a lot. So
This says Rotten Tomatoes is what did it say? It says early reactions to the film, according to some of the submissions, are that it does the impossible by stripping away the spectacle and presenting Jackson as a human being
Okay.
rather than just a global icon. He admitted that the reviewer admitted he began watching with a focus on factual inaccuracies, but eventually set aside those concerns, emphasizing that the film succeeded in capturing the emotional essence of Jackson's life.
Maybe that's why Janet Jackson didn't want to be a part of it, because she knew that they were going to screw up the movie.
that it was going to be trash.
Right. And she puts a lot of, as you've seen, her work ethic and everything. I mean, it's really hardcore.
I don't care how bad they say it is. I'm still going to go watch it.
You let me know if it's good.
I'm going.
If it's
I'm
good,
yeah, for
I'm
sure.
I'll
going
go.
regardless.
I gotta
I'm not
see
going to waste my time or money if you come back and you tell me like, yeah, they got it right. It was like,
I mean, but it's like, okay, so all right, so Questlove from The Roots is one of the people who is like a big fan.
Yeah.
And he said he got lost in the fact of like, because he's one of the fans that's a little bit more locked in. He said like he didn't wear this jacket before he did this album. And in the movie, they got it wrong.
Oh, it's not historically
Because
accurate?
he's rocking like certain fits that weren't really introduced until after so and so. So he's like, I had to kind of stop doing that.
Okay.
And just pay attention to what the movie was presenting, because I was in there looking for those inaccuracies. Like, yo, this ain't really
Over-analytical.
how it's supposed to be. If you're gonna tell Michael's story, it got to be right. Now, I loved Michael Jackson growing up, and I don't necessarily remember the series of who was wearing what during when. So, I mean, I might be able to enjoy it a little better than somebody who's going to be exact.
Right. I see
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
But if you're a mega fan, I mean, you have to get stuff like this, right? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we know about Michael and about his wardrobe and all that stuff. It's very much iconic.
But we don't know a lot, though. Like Michael Jackson's life, like, I mean, we know what the press gave us.
I'm talking just...
No.
But Michael had a whole secret life back in there. I mean, like, I know the Gary stories and all that stuff, but, like, this man was out there, like, minus the scuttlebutt and all of the accusations, because that's going to go in part 2.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, I saw somebody point out yesterday, they're like, if I had to talk about something that was not exciting, it was the fact that they didn't do the Off the Wall album. Like, pay attention to that part. It was just, they jumped right into Thriller.
Yeah.
You know, when he was going solo.
It sounds like and then didn't need to do a part 2. It sounds like the family might have screwed this all up.
No, I mean, you have to.
Well, it was legal.
It was
Legally,
4 hours.
they had to change it.
The settlement called for them to take that person out.
I get it. I understand.
So they had to take that person out, and so they had to rewrite it because the whole ending was done.
Right, but you might want to look into that beforehand.
Yeah.
I mean, you're blowing tens of thousands, millions, millions of dollars.
I don't even consider myself a super fan, but you know how many VH1 marathons I've watched about this
This man.
In
the family.
Seriously.
They used to have that VH1 movie that used to play all the time, too. The American Dream, where it's like, you know, you had everybody in that. So, yeah, we all think that we know the story, but it's like, you know, I think once you see this, it's going to be like, okay, I kind of knew all of this already.
I need the dark side.
I don't know if there's going to be any dark side.
I need it. Like that's what I want to see. We heard all the other stuff, but you know, I want to see if they go deep into the family stuff, into the dark drug stuff. You know, I need to see all that.
Yeah, I think that comes later too. Like he wasn't like, I mean, after you do, because they said they're going to cover the Pepsi burning, like where his scalp got burned.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a part of it. But shortly after that, you know, that was when it started getting a little crazy. So I don't think it's going to get all into the drugs from it, because all of the pain stuff and all of the help with sleeping came from that Pepsi commercial thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be a little bit janky, but you know. Part 2, setting it up.
Still watching it.
I'm
still watching it. It could be a 1%.
I'm damn sure wearing it. You remember when we did Thriller for Halloween? Yeah, and I still got that Thriller jacket.
You're going to wear it to the movie theater?
Yes.
You're going to embarrass everybody.
I'm wearing that Thriller jacket.
I'm going to go one glove.
Come on. Like, you got to dress up. If you ain't dressing up, what's the point?
Are you taking your daughters?
Huh?
Are you taking your kids?
They are not interested at all.
Well, yeah,
like they're not Michael Jackson fans. They're like, you know, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Childish Gambino, Tyler the Creator. Like,
yeah, but there's a lot of movies I didn't think I would like growing up, but then my parents made me go. This is a good example of it, and I loved it.
Did you rock a lot of MJ like around the kids while they were growing up?
Like they've heard a lot of the songs because I mean, just being in dance, they've danced to a lot of the songs or whatever. They know the songs, but
I think you'd be surprised.
They ain't excited.
They might want to watch it.
They're more excited like BTS is coming and all this other stuff. And I'm like, you know, that's not Shamon.
But it is sold out for 3 days at Raymond James Stadium. So.
Yeah, but they don't say Shamon.
Wild is WLLD FM HD1 Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete, a Beasley Media Group station. Orlando and the Freak Show will hear your confession, and just like a priest, you're probably gonna have to do something after. But it ain't penance. Confessions at 7 on Wild 94.1.
All right, 59 minutes before your cash word, you can come on in. Katrina Banks got her $1,000 yesterday. Alicia Pretty got hers yesterday. You can get yours starting at 8 o'clock. Don't miss out on that. Just text the word to 45911. All right, let's see. Your confession this morning. Don't let a baby get in the way. I'm just going to say that right now.
Don't let a baby.
It says, Dear Freak Show, I am a 34-year-old mom of 2 who recently started dating someone new. And for the first time in a long while, I really, really like where things are going. It's only been about a month and a half, but he's everything I didn't know I needed. He even wants to meet my kids, which I don't do with just anyone. I want him to, but I'm not trying to waste his time because of a secret. Before I met him, of course, I promised my best friend that I would be their surrogate this year. Now, this is my homegirl whom I love. So you can say that there's no going back on what I've promised. I would never do that. It's something that I feel strongly about, and I'm honored to be asked to do so, but I haven't told him yet. Honestly, I'm scared to tell him. I really like him and don't know if it's too early to bring up something that big or if waiting makes it worse. That's where I'm stuck. I don't want to build something real while holding back something so important, but I'm also afraid that this could push him away before we even have a fair shot.
Wow, this is a really big deal. You agreed to carry your best friend's baby, and you need to tell the man you're seeing pretty soon.
Would a baby block the blessing? I'm just throwing it out there. Like, if you have a person who you into, you like them, and then they're like, hey, I'm doing this thing for my best friend though, so I'm gonna be like out of commission for 12 months.
Going to be pregnant.
But not out of commission. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be an inconvenience.
Yeah.
Is that enough? Is that enough to make you run away from somebody? As single guy, I'm gonna be pregnant. But it ain't yours, so you ain't got to worry about it.
I know I'm going to get stuff for saying this, but that is a lot. Because now you got to think about the 9 months of work that you got to put in for this. Now I'm going to be going with you to doctor's appointments.
No, you're not.
You're going to be invested.
No, the couple's going to go with her to those.
The couple? But she's
a
want
surrogate.
Me to go too.
No. I think if I don't have, that could be a part of it.
Well,
why don't you negotiate that?
No.
If she negotiates that, then you ain't got to do nothing.
All right, no. But now put that to the side. Now I got to deal with your hormonal ass.
Oh.
Now I got to deal with everything going on for this pregnancy for a baby that's not even mine. And I know I'm going to get stuff for saying that, but
it's true.
It's going to be a lot for a guy to take, especially because he knows that he's going to have to be with you on this journey.
He's not going to stick around.
A lot of people are writing, men love pregnant women. I know what y'all are saying, and a lot of people are commenting that men love pregnant women, especially if they don't have the responsibility. If you don't have to do any of the responsible stuff, because this family who's having you carry it is going to be so excited.
Yeah.
They're going to be doing all the visits with you. They're going to be doing all the stuff. If you need ice cream, I guarantee you that man will go out and get you some ice cream because his wife is going to be at home saying, go get her some Rocky Road.
I get all that, but then now I'm thinking after the 9 months when you're going to deal with that separation of giving that baby up to this family and how depressed you're going to be, like that's going to be a whole other battle
Things
that
can
you're
go
going to
left.
have to deal with.
That's very true.
You're talking about health complications. There's just a lot going on in this situation, and I'm just going to be honest, it's a lot for a man to just add himself.
Can we also say how selfless this is for her to do? I think that this is really sweet and very loving for somebody, especially, they can't get pregnant or they're having issues or something like that. I think that that's very sweet. However, you might have to pause dating for at least like a year.
Damn, and I'm going to feel weird smashing while you pregnant?
No, you're not.
The baby not even mine.
Some guys really like
not.
it.
You really, if you need to read the text.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of people that are pointing to the fact that I'm not going to even say it because every time this conversation comes about, that comment leads the way because everybody knows, the goodness of a sweet thing.
Oh my God!
That's what I'm saying. Read the messages.
There you go.
A lot of people are pointing out the fact that it is a real good benefit for him to have in-house.
At least he can avoid pregnancy while she's pregnant.
I'm just gonna,
right. Yeah, and a lot of people are pointing that out too.
Nah, but I'm gonna be honest. I would, as a man, single man, I would probably bow out. That's a lot to deal with.
All right, so we're gonna poll all the single guys out there. Single guys, it's your shine right here. All you got to do is text yes or no. Or you can call us, 888-429-0941. I want to know, would you tap out if the girl that you're seeing, short term, you only been with her like 90 days.
Yeah.
You've been hollering at her for a little bit, but she got to tell you a secret because she's going to carry a baby for her friend, and you can stick around for all that without any of the responsibility. You tapping out? I've never seen this many variations of bye, Felicia.
Damn.
It's a lot of it.
Yeah,
it's a lot of it. I'm out. I'm not sticking around. No, I know the benefit, but I ain't sticking around for all of the fallout. There's a lot of guys out here that are responding.
We got so many phone calls, they broke the phone lines.
Yeah, we're having some phone issues.
Right here, this guy. I'm not even gonna say the name. Out of the 813, it just goes, man, that's 9 months of shooting up the club. What? Come on.
Out of the 501, as a previously pregnant woman of my own child, I had no issues with dating.
Oh.
The right man will be happy to treat and take care of a pregnant woman.
There are guys out there that'll accept it. Out of the 863 that says, "Good morning, freaks. My girl's on her second journey, and I'm loving these sweet cheeks."
Okay. All right.
Well,
second journey. You mean it's second surrogate?
Second
journey?
Pregnancy, I would assume.
I guess second pregnancy.
Well, I mean, but the thing is, if it's yours, that's one thing. If it's, you know what I'm saying? If you're just pregnant and I don't have any emotional tie to it, then that makes it a little weirder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Not weird, but it makes it a little different.
Yeah, I totally understand that for sure.
This one says, double-edged sword. On one side, you let her do it and deal with it for something that may or may not work out, or you block it and now her best friend is going to hate you and that relationship will never work.
Yeah.
That's true too. I mean, she's doing it for a right reason. Out of the 863, I would stay because of the reason why she's doing it in a reasonable reason to help out a friend. I can respect that. Now, if it was an ex-boyfriend or your baby daddy's baby, that's a whole different story, and a lot of drama comes behind it. And enjoy the benefits and see where it leads. Maybe not married, but it ain't gonna be bad.
I get how nice it is, how noble, but it's just a lot. I feel like that's a lot of baggage that you're gonna have to deal with.
I don't know if I want to let you see my kids, but I'll let you see this one. That's what it is. She said, I don't know if he can see my kids. It's like, yeah, that's what. Contrary to popular belief, it is actually for a woman to get pregnant while being pregnant. It's rare, but it does happen.
Oh.
Contrary to popular belief, it is actually
I saw that on Maury.
Possible for a woman to get pregnant while being pregnant.
Yeah, so this woman on Maury, it's a famous episode where she was pregnant with 2 kids and they're 2 different fathers.
Okay, but that's from what I've heard. That means that there was 2 while the ovulation period was happening. There was 2 different partners,
right,
who did the business, and so basically 2 eggs got fertilized by 2 different guys, and so now you're carrying kind of like hood twins. Yeah, that's different. Like you can't. I'm at least in the low budget science class that I've taken. If you already got a baby in there and the baby's incubating,
but she's not pregnant yet.
I don't think another baby can start, because that kind of shuts the portal down. You know what I'm saying? Like the baby's in there and the baby's like, all right, I'm 7 weeks old, and then another dude comes in here and shoots up the club or whatever. As you said, there ain't another egg that's just like, all right, well I'm 7 weeks behind you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think you got to be pregnant with both at the same time.
It could.
So it's like within 24 hours. Like if you had 2 partners within 24 hours.
Right.
I'm guessing.
Which can happen if she's dating somebody.
That just sounds like a whole bunch of I don't want to deal with it. Did you read this one at 352?
I'm not sure. I'm still over here trying to figure out the phones.
I think dating while pregnant with another man's baby is distasteful. In this case, it's not her baby, but I would understand why he would hesitate.
Yeah.
This person is a little bit more knowledgeable. I guess it says you cannot get pregnant a second time once an embryo has taken hold.
Okay.
As you will stop ovulating. See, that's what I mean. So, like, once the baby is in there and gone and cooking, that's when you can't. But if you're just like willy-nilly single lady and you hook up with person X, and then a couple hours later, person Y comes over and both of them are swimming around in there, you can take a hold of 2 different eggs.
I'm just saying, I remember that episode.
Actually, somebody just texted in. I got pregnant while pregnant. They were 6 weeks apart, but my daughter ate her twin. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that happens.
Wait a minute, man. What?
It assumes the other body.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, this just got good. See, this was fun. This was fun. I mean, because that's how you respond to that.
I don't know, but I've read about that and I watched a video on it as well recently, so it's not uncommon. But you got to be careful. Don't expect him to stick around. However, you need to be open and honest with him because this is a life-changing
Apparently, it's
decision.
got a name. It's superfetation. Superfetation. Look up superfetation. That's okay. I believe you. I won't look up.
This is another added hurdle too. Out of the 813, surrogate at 34, advanced maternal age is any woman at 35 will deliver 35 years old. This is going to be hard for her because technically that's a
geriatric pregnancy at that point.
At 34?
Yeah,
34, 35.
That's a geriatric pregnancy.
Isn't that crazy? You know a man came up with that title.
I mean, for real.
Okay? That's
Calling that lady old at 34. That is all dirty work by a dude. That's terrible.
Think you can beat down the freaks?
Anybody can be beat.
Are you up on your pop culture?
Duh. Winning.
Beat the freaks.
Can't wait.
With Orlando and the Freak Show.
Wild 94.1, the Bay's party station.
All right, it is Beat the Freaks time. We got, let's see. We got a janky phone system going on right now. So we got Tim. Tim, what's going on this morning?
Good morning, Orlando. What's up, Freak Show?
Man, listen, we appreciate you tapping in here. We got Tim who's ready to play. He's from the 81305. He's representing Miami. All right, so listen here. We got Rich's questions, so you get to decide who you want to go against, Meredith or me.
I'm not going against you, so you got to take a walk. I want Meredith.
What does that mean?
I listen every morning, so I know what that means.
Okay, all right. Well, we got 5 questions for you, and we got $150 on the line from Fair and Fair Accident Attorneys. Good luck with number 1.
All right. What ingredient makes cookies rise when baking in the oven?
Stuff rising. No. Baking soda.
Hey. All right, okay. All right, you corrected that one right there. You got one.
All right, number 2. What city are the Canadians from who play in the NHL?
Montreal.
Okay, all right. Now we killing. You got 2.
3. True or false? Bananas are not considered berries.
That's false. They berries.
That is
All
correct.
right, you are 3 for 3 right now.
All right, 4. In what state would you find the Grand Canyon?
5,
And I know this.
4,
I don't want to get confused, but I want to
3,
say Nevada.
2, 1.
Nevada.
Oh, that's not it. Not Nevada. All right, let's try the oh my God.
All right. 5. Arachnophobia is the fear of spiders. Spell arachnophobia.
Oh, man, I was a spelling bee champ, too. Arachnophobia. ARACHNOPHOBIA. Arachnophobia.
Oh, you nailed that one right there. You nailed that one. That is 4 out of 5. That's it right there. Yeah, spelling bee champion up here. Okay. All right, you got to beat 4. Yeah, you got to put in some work, Meredith.
All right,
Tim.
here we go, Meredith. 1. What ingredient makes cookies rise when baking in the oven?
Yeast?
No, it's not yeast.
Baking soda.
Baking soda.
Oh, okay.
You got that one wrong.
2.
Can't get no more wrong.
Okay.
What city are the Canadians from who play in the NHL?
Montreal.
Hey, all right, Meredith got one. All right, here we go.
3. True or false? Bananas are not considered berries.
False.
That is false.
All right.
We just learned that like a week ago.
Yeah.
All right. Number 4. In what state would you find the Grand Canyon?
I've been to the Grand Canyon. Arizona?
Arizona is correct.
Okay.
All right.
All right, you have 3. He has 4.
I knew this last one.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You might hate me after this one.
Oh, God.
Arachnophobia is the fear of spiders.
Okay.
Spell arachnophobia.
Richard? Okay. ARACH. No. NOPHOBIA.
Oh,
Wow.
my God!
Did I get it? Did I get it?
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
I'm sorry,
the
Timmy.
hard part was that anybody out there trying to spell it would have put 2 R's in it. That's what I thought one of you would do, but
Yeah.
both of y'all nailed it. Damn, Tim, tell everybody what just happened.
Man, I'm Tim representing that 81305, and I tied the freak.
Let's move. Let's see here. I was sitting here listening to the romanticism of Bruno Mars and looking at the photographs of Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton out here on their beach run.
Yeah.
Have you seen them out there surfing with each other and just holding each other and touching and all that stuff? They officially together.
Yeah, they are. It's that honeymoon phase, the best part of a relationship.
They did a beach date in Malibu where they were out doing some surfing. Kim wore a black bikini with a wetsuit on. Hamilton kept it casual with some swim trunks and like a little like swim top or whatever. And then they got her back on shore and started hands on each other and touching, and this is public. I mean, like, because you see the paparazzi because the shots are pretty close.
They really are.
So I mean, they get followed by that. So this is almost like the equivalent of them changing their Facebook status.
Yeah, I'm looking at Kim a little weird sideways though, because that's Kendall's ex. Like, how are you going to be dating your sister's ex like that and be now it seems attached at the hip? They're doing everything together.
I bet you that they had that conversation, and I thought she's into somebody else right now. I saw her hanging out with somebody at Coachella. She's probably way past all that.
Yeah, I mean, Kendall is with somebody else, but they definitely had a relationship. The funny part was Lewis Hamilton stopped hanging out with the family because Kanye wasn't comfortable around with him, because Kanye and him were friends.
Yes.
And where he was a big fan of Kanye's music. And then when Kanye introduced him to Kim, there's a picture of when they first met, and Lewis was like just locked in and mesmerized at Kim. And then Kanye kind of looked and was like, hey. And then he stopped keeping him around because he was checking out his wife. Now to see this, that makes it kind of diabolical. Where you was plotting on my girl while you was hanging out with me.
It be your own boys.
That's what I'm saying.
Up,
that's a little rough. But it does show us that these, Kardashians would be considered one of the big entertainment families. And we talked about the Jacksons and their switcheroo with, Jafar's mom.
Yeah, which is nuts.
Jafar's mom. They're brothers. Like Jafar's mom has kids with Jermaine Jackson and has kids with Randy Jackson. So, maybe we're not getting it right. These families out here don't mind as long as they keep it in the fold.
Well, we see this happen a lot. You did bring up the Kardashians. It just seems like they keep it with their inner circle,
Yeah. If this ain't working with us, then guess what? My sister's available.
Yeah, keep it in the family.
Keep it in the family.
That
Why not?
with a bunch of the other celebrities, even like Travis Barker.
That's weirdo behavior. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So there has been a comment that has been shot out. This guy made it through the Me Too movement and didn't get as roughed up as he could have. And now he's being mentioned. You remember Rod Digger? Rod Digger, of course, was the female that was on Flip Mode Squad with Busta Rhymes. And Busta Rhymes was signed to J Records back in 2001. So he was under Clive Davis. Well, Rod Digger just posted up on her X account, when are we going to get the Surviving Clive Davis documentary?
Oh, damn.
They got to wait for him to pass before we can get that level of scandal, I reckon.
Oh, my God.
Now, she was, again, signed to Flip Mode under Clive Davis back in the day. I've always said that Clive was a great guy because he ain't never really do nothing to me.
He didn't touch you.
But I don't know if he touched anybody.
Right.
But I'm just saying that accusation stands out because they dealt with business together. And I do know that in his book, he talked about some relationships he had because he was married, had kids.
Yeah.
But he also, was in the closet, and then he wasn't in the closet for a long time because he came out after he got divorced.
Didn't he get fired?
Clive Davis?
Yeah.
No,
I haven't heard about him.
Clive Davis, man, no, he ain't. He's
he didn't
one
get
of the
fired
protected
from
class.
CBS Records?
Like in the 60s?
Like back in the day?
Like, because, he ran Arista through the 80s and 90s and was the person who cut that $60 million check for Puff.
In the 70s.
And then he went to J Records and signed the Alicia Keyses of the world, Mario, and all of them. So he had lightning strike twice. So I don't know, his CBS days, maybe he got fired, but he didn't get fired from Me Too. That was 4 decades before Me Too.
Yeah, big push.
But he may have had some secrets because realistically, a lot of people say Puff learned a lot that he knows about business
from
Clive Davis.
Yeah.
So if you learn, let's just say the inner workings of Hollywood, how to get over on people with contracts, how to, manipulate folks with private video and all this other stuff. Some people say it was Puff's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein that got him into that secret surveillance kind of thing. And other people say, Clive Davis pretty much put him under his arm and made him part of that. So we don't know what's going to happen, but I do know Clive was very, very nice to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I called him Uncle Clive.
Okay.
Clive Davis, Orlando Davis.
Well,
we related.
But when you hear stuff like Rod Digger and, I don't know about any other person that has said anything about it. I'm not going to say do you believe it, but do you think that there's just a little bit of concern that maybe other people might come
honestly, I think anybody with a story deserves to be heard. And I only know you at your best. When I meet somebody and I go to their office or they play me music, like we sat in Clive Davis's office for hours listening to music. I was in there amazed at the photos and amazed at the stories and whatever, and just his way of, he had a way of if he was going to play you a song, because if you were a programmer and he wanted your opinion, he was going to make you love that song before you left his office.
Yeah.
And he had like kicker boxes with like big, huge woofers up under this big brown velvet couch. And I remember it was like, you could just feel the song, and he would start the song and then he would start talking, and then unbeknownst to you, he would start the song over. So every time he would start talking to tell you something about the producer or something else, he would start the song over. And so you like realize you heard the song 6 times. And so now you're like, damn, this is getting better. And so he was definitely a music man.
You gonna read that? You gonna read that?
I didn't see it.
Somebody said, LOL, was you on a date?
Sound like you're in love.
Sound like I was at a date with Clive Davis.
You was smitten.
Was I being groomed?
You might have been.
Yo, Clive Davis might have been trying to get at you, boy.
Did he take out the bottle of KY? Was like, come with me.
No. It was actually
boy.
I was in New York, and my guy who worked for Clive said, "Man, come up to the office today." Yeah. And so I came up to the office because they were doing a conference call, ironically, with Diddy, because Diddy's record was dropping that day, and blah, blah, blah. And then Clive came in and saw me in there in the promotion side.
Clive and Diddy?
What do you mean?
You saw both of them?
No. Diddy was in L.A. At the time. Okay. But I'm saying his record was dropping. And so they were like, "Hey, come up to the office," because I needed like fax machine or something. Anyway, I came up to the office, and they were like in there trying to grind out on a Tuesday. Tuesdays are very, very big in radio because that's when people start adding their music. Mm-hmm. And so they were trying to get most added for Diddy. And I was like, yo, why does that even matter? I'm like, who cares if it's most added? They're like, Diddy really cares. He's like, video conferencing in, trying to make sure he hits #1 today. It's a big deal. And so they were explaining all that. And then Clive pops his head in and says, "Hey, guys, so how we doing?" And they were like, "We were just explaining to Orlando why it's important to get a #1. And he was like, "Oh, Orlando, that's not a passe thing at all." And he walked me into his office, and then he started playing me some records. He's like this is going to be a #1 record. And this is going to, and I'm in there like, yo, I'm looking at pictures of him and Aretha Franklin and him and Rod Stewart and him at Aerosmith and him at Whitney Houston and blah, blah. So the dude was like, maybe it was a date. maybe it was a date. I don't know.
Out of the 941, a comedian in Key West would use a speaker under a seat to get ladies worked up. Were you getting worked up by Clyde?
Nah, I was sitting closer to his desk, but when he was explaining to me, like, because I was like, yo, you got some hump in here. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like when you get in somebody's car, it's like, I'm like, what is going on? He's like, well, this is all 12 inches under here. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it is.
All right, okay, all right. Anyway, y'all back up off me. Anyway, those who are sports fans out there will get a chance to take their sports skills to the Jeopardy stage because a new spinoff has just been announced. ESPN Jeopardy has officially been ordered by Disney Plus and Hulu. It's going to be hosted by Joe Buck. The show is going to focus entirely on sports trivia, pulling out ESPN's world of dominance of sports, and the Jeopardy franchise is going to be a part of this whole thing. So best known for Monday Night Football, Joe Buck has some history, so he'll be trying to do the Alex Trebek kind of thing with Jeopardy, but there's no premiere date yet, but sports fans are getting excited because now they get a chance to go get that Jeopardy money, like those geniuses that are on Jeopardy. It's a much different thing. You can sit and watch Jeopardy if you want to and catch maybe a good hot topic, but most of the time it's just all the really smarty farties.
Who do you think could win between the two of you?
What for? What for? Sports?
Sports knowledge.
I mean, he probably knows more about.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'll be watching ESPN The Ocho. Like this weekend, I was watching archery. Like, I love sports.
Yeah, you win on that one.
No, but seriously, for sports, like I actually wanted to get into sports broadcasting before I did terrestrial radio, this music radio. So, like, that's my stuff. I love sports. That's always been my joy.
I'm good with sports, but I don't know stats like that.
How do you separate yourself from everybody else? Because every guy I've ever met, it seems to be they think that they are like a sports expert.
Because I'm around people who are real sports experts.
I've never
I'm like, yeah, I'm
been
good.
around a guy that never.
Like I'm good at music trivia. Like you give me music trivia and I'll ace anybody. But like sports and stuff, I'm like, yo, my teams I know all about. But like everybody else's, I don't know about everybody else's.
I'm good with numbers. It's like if I see a number a lot of the times, like I won't say photographic memory, but I can remember numbers. That's my thing.
Yeah, I'm good. But ESPN Jeopardy, you can make you some money. Sorry.
Yo, I'm going to try out. I'm going to try out for real.
Go ahead, get on the TV.
Joe Buck, I'm coming.
There you go. It's coming.
Orlando and the Freak Show.
Clive Davis, I'm coming.
Hey, yo.
Hey, what? What? You said it? I mean, I can't.
I think it's a little different when you said it like that.
Okay, I'm just saying. Clive, call me. All right, so yesterday was enlightening for me because there is a popular, I guess he's a streamer, and his name is Clavicular.
He's a mess.
Clavicular.
Yeah.
Clavicular.
He's a lamb.
Okay, so this dude, I had no idea why he kept popping up on timelines. Like, I'm like, I don't know what he does. And they're like, he's a streamer, he blah, blah.
He'll stream for like 24 hours.
He walked in New York Fashion Week, whatever. But then I start seeing these stories. This boy hit his face with a hammer.
Yeah, bro.
He broke his bones in his face.
Yeah, he's controversial.
Okay. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, the dude is he's making all this money because he's some sort of streaming personality.
Yeah.
But when they talk about this thing called Lookmaxxing, which I had no idea what it was. So maybe some of y'all are like me, and like yesterday I found this out, but Lookmaxxing apparently is someone who aims to be physically attractive, according to Google here, and goes through dangerous means to do so. So this dude, who is named Clavicular.
Yeah.
Okay, so he took a hammer to his face to smash the bones so they would regrow with sharper edges to them.
Right. A more defined jawline.
With a hammer.
Weirdo.
Yeah, he's a weirdo. He's also an alleged drug addict. He's also an alleged.
It ain't even alleged. He overdosed.
Let me tell you. Yeah, he was live on streaming when he overdosed, and his boy was right there saying, "Oh, do you want this? Do you want that?" Like offering other stuff. Then there was another video of him dropping words that he shouldn't be saying and racial slurs.
Yes.
Then there was another video of him shooting gators with a gun. Dude,
like, the dude's a mess, but I'm more specifically, hammer to the face. Like, listen, I know people have said bad words, and I know people who have made bad decisions, but slapping yourself with a hammer in the face so you can have a Superman jawline is insane. They have his, like, rundown of the greatest hits of stupidity that he has done.
Yeah.
The dude, to keep his appetite down because he wanted to get, like, weight loss because he wanted to, like, be a model. So he wanted to hit himself in the face with the hammer. Yeah. Grows back. Doctor says, hey, that's not wise because you could have muscle damage and nerve damage and all kinds of stuff. Then he apparently smoked meth so he could keep his appetite down.
Right. And that's what he allegedly overdosed on. He has an addiction problem.
Yeah.
And injected himself with testosterone so he could help out his Lookmaxxing as well. Like, listen, I know we as... the older generation tend to point at the stupidity of the new kid. He's 20.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's out here doing this stupidity. And I know it always sounds like all these, they just don't get. I am never going to understand this. Like this right here. anybody who takes a hammer to their face, you stuck on stupid.
Yeah. Yes. I think that's obvious.
And the problem is that there's little kids watching them. This guy has over 300,000 followers. He has views north of 60,000 people watching at once.
This says 770,000.
Yeah, it's a tremendous amount.
Crazy.
Followers? Oh, then it's went up. Yeah, he makes 6 figures a month.
I believe
from the people that watch him.
I believe he lives in Orlando.
That is, I mean, bro, this is wow.
So there's been behind the scenes stuff too that's been alleged that he's into setting up his girlfriend with another girl and then intentionally trying to get them to fight each other while they're high, allegedly. Yeah, that's one of the reasons he got arrested, if you look into it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
All I know is I saw that dude ODing live and talking about how he loved the drug of choice, which was meth. And it's just like, dude, you got a bunch of little kids watching you, and this is what you want to talk about? This is what you want to show?
Yeah. Somebody said lock him up in the crazy institute. Yeah. I mean, again, the stupidity. I mean, listen. We like. If you compare the dumbest thing, like I was trying to think, like when I was 20 or when I was a kid, the dumbest things. You know what I'm saying? Like if you compare our stupidity as kids, our fascination was with ramps as a kid. So we would set up a ramp, and whatever we found, safe or not, we would prop it up on something, on some bricks or cinder blocks, and we would jump ramps.
I did that.
And as we got into mini bikes, it started becoming mini bike, jumps or whatever, like an Evel Knievel kind of thing. And you don't really have a lot of stuff to jump. So we jumped humans, and it's not wise to have your friends lay down and be like, all right, I'm going to try and jump past 5 of y'all. The fifth person over here, the one on the end, everybody used to fight. Nobody wanted to be at the end. It's like everybody wanted to be up at the front.
Get damaged.
And we landed on a couple of friends. Yeah. Like a couple of friends got sent home, bruised and bloody.
Yeah.
So it was stupid. But, I mean, my stupidity looks brilliant compared to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my generation, we had Jackass. So when we were watching Johnny Knoxville, Bam, and all these people do these stunts on TV and getting famous for it, I felt like our generation got dumber because we started doing stunts and things like that. But now I feel like every year it levels up and all these people just try to do something more dumb.
You have to be careful and stay on top of what your kids are watching, even if they're teenagers, even if they're about to graduate. I mean, this is the stuff that they're consuming.
I mean, people are saying Baker act this idiot. That's not stupidity. That's mental illness. I mean, but the dude is getting more popular. Mm-hmm. Like he's got a following where people are out there who are listening to what he did because they seeing the payoff. That's what the story was about yesterday. They're like, people are calling this crazy, but when he's walking during New York Fashion Week and people are out here like, yo, why am I not getting a shot? This dude got a shot. Maybe I need to hit myself in the face with a mallet. You know what I'm saying? They're finding some sort of justification in what he did because they're seeing the end justify the means.
Exactly.
And that's the sad part. So I'm like, I didn't know what Lookmaxxing meant. And when I found out, I was like, this is one of them things that I need to say out loud because parents out there who ain't paying attention to the new stupid fad don't know when they see Lookmaxxing, they don't really know what that means. I haven't seen a lot of stories about it, but yesterday, once I went into the rabbit hole, that's when it all was unleashed.
Yeah, Kelly texted in and said, riding in a laundry basket down the stairs. Thanks, Jackass.
Yeah. I mean, and that's which one seems worse?
Oh, my God. The
riding down the stairs in a laundry basket or hitting yourself in the face with a mallet.
Okay, but did riding down the stairs in a laundry basket earn you $100,000 a month? Like, that's the problem.
No, it didn't. But what I'm saying is that, if we're looking at thanks, Jackass, for leading us down that road, that seems like it's tame compared to striking yourself in the face with a hard object. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, again, if your kid says the word "look, Max," just tackle them right there and tase them. That's what you need to do. You need to take it out of their vernacular because that's just insane.
Yeah, it's really stupid. At the end of the day, he's a huge problem. Philly?
I said Philly. And guess what?
Again?
8:00, Philly. Philly is our nemesis in this contest. Yeah. Like, we could say multi-city, but I mean, ain't nobody checking for Augusta. Augusta ain't had one. Fayetteville ain't had one. You know,
They
like
decided for you.
that don't happen. They ain't happening. But I will tell you that these in Philly, it's Philly, Tampa, Boston, Philly, Tampa, Boston.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So these people are going after it. So that didn't happen. Jason in Pennsylvania got the $1,000 this morning. So we'll get another run at it at
Whatever,
10.
I guess it
Jason.
just wasn't matched for Florida.
I tried. I even cheated.
You
for
even
y'all.
cheated?
I mean, it is what it is. All right, be very
You did
clear.
try.
They
We
say-
appreciate it.
You think that they see us like the text coming in early and they're like, "Yup, it's from Tampa."
No. Because whatever.
They're like, not you guys again.
Yeah, whatever.
Like Tampa's cheating again.
I
They're
mean,
doing it early.
we do what we got to do for our people. The $1,000 will help somebody buy. Well, you can't buy an Usher Raymond Chris Brown ticket with $1,000,
No.
but still. Or maybe you can go by yourself and sit up at the top nosebleeds. Apparently, they were talking about it yesterday, and they said $56,000.
Yeah, C Nasty and Babs were talking.
Was that
about
real? Was that real, or did I imagine that?
I don't know what we're talking about.
The Usher Chris Brown tickets.
Yeah.
C Nasty and Babs were talking about it yesterday and saying that they had tickets that were priced at $56,000.
To flip them, right? Not from Ticketmaster.
It would have to be
Imagine.
from somebody who's just saying, "Hey, it was sold." It's because I don't think it's sold out.
No, because they had the pre-sale for the Citibank people holding, the card.
And
then-
today is the tours.
No, tomorrow, Thursday is because I have it all in my calendar.
So-
tomorrow is a pre-sale code.
Pre-sale code for the tour
That is correct.
and Chris Brown's people.
Yes.
Citibank was earlier.
That was Tuesday.
And
Oh, wait,
then-
was it Monday?
And then the Live Nation one
Yeah.
is like Friday or whatever.
Well, I'm looking at StubHub right now, and they're pretty expensive. But I'm not seeing. Well, I see this one is $56,000, but it's like right next to the stage.
Okay, so there is a
that?
$56,000 ticket.
Yeah, there's one. It's section 128, and it says $56,981.
yeah, I'm good.
Now I went through this with the Beyonce tour, the first one, and then the On the Run tour. And I had a number in my head that I wasn't going to go above because I'm like, I don't care enough. Like,
Right.
what's the top end? Because you said you want to go to this and you're trying to figure out how.
I'm trying to figure out, yes, 100%.
What's the top that you and Anthony are willing to pay for this ticket?
I just won't tell him, first of all. But that's not a good, smart move.
Okay, don't tell. Okay, so he wouldn't be interested in going. So you're gonna go with
Maybe
girlfriends.
4.
400?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, I thought you meant 4,000.
No. I think 400.
You know where 400 is going to get you?
That's gonna be you're gonna be up top.
You're going to be in 200 section.
Hey, I might need to, call a friend, and you're gonna be my call a friend.
Who? What
yeah.
friend? I'm not that kind of
He's
friend.
calling you in.
Where you at? What are you trying?
I need
what
some
you trying
help.
to?
This is my guy. I love Usher. And I always talk about him and how it was one of the most amazing concerts I've ever seen.
You got people.
I'm still trying to figure out what can I do.
You
What
can do something.
Huh?
You can do a little something.
What can I do?
Why don't you go
I'm
ahead?
trying to get you the pre-sale code.
Yeah, that'll help.
I'm trying to get
and
you
then
that.
you can enter it and then enter your credit card.
Oh yeah, no, that ain't happening. I actually made a decision. I mean, okay, so if we really want to keep it a buck, and this is inside tea, which I'm not gonna take advantage of, but just because of the conversation, I'm gonna tell you. I've made a decision that I'm not going to see Usher and Chris Brown.
Why would you not go? Because you went to go see Chris Brown.
I did.
Right.
So what do you think is different from the Chris Brown show that we saw that was his than what he's going to share with Usher?
Usher.
What he gonna come? He gonna come out of there and eat some cherries out of his hand or something? I don't. I've seen Chris Brown.
Yeah.
I've seen Usher twice. So
Right.
so I don't really need to see
You're
them.
fulfilled.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like me and Beyonce. Me and Beyonce are cool. I don't need to see her ever again.
Okay.
Because I've seen her at her best.
Yeah.
I've seen them at their best. So if I'm gonna spend $4,000, it ain't gonna be for that.
No,
However,
I agree with that.
However, yesterday, my friend Dixie hit me. Dixie runs the label that we were dealing with BTS.
All right,
And
everybody's
so
listening.
And so she was like, I said, hey, man, I want to make sure my man Chris that won our BTS battle gets their tickets. And so I'm like, here's, a note, blah, blah, blah. And they said it's going to go out, day of. That's where everybody sent them out. And they're like, but Melissa, who's doing the tickets, is like, hey, Orlando is real helpful with us, blah, 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 blah. She's like, I got this pair of tickets for Tampa. And she's like, well, let me hit him up. So she hit me back and said, hey, man, Melissa says she got a pair of tickets for you. We want you to go to the show. And I was like, yeah, I told you that was cool. I gave away those tickets. They're like, well, we got another pair for you. We're sending them to you. Oh. So apparently they supposed to hit my inbox today.
Yeah.
Now down the hall, JR told me, he's like, you can sell them tickets.
You can flip them.
You can flip them tickets,
Yeah.
and you could get enough money to get us all into the Usher concert. Ooh. And I was like, yo, you can't do that out of like karma. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like you take tickets that somebody gifted you from the label because they know you're not gonna spend them. So it would be bad for me to spend.
Those tickets are as good as gold. If you got a joint, you should hit a Vita or somebody.
What are you talking about?
But I'm telling you, those tickets, if there's a woman that you're interested in and you were like, hey, baby.
For BTS?
No, I was talking about Usher.
Okay.
I was talking about Usher.
Yeah,
and Chris Brown.
I was lost for a second.
No, I'm talking about Usher and Chris Brown. Because you just said Chris Brown and.
Well, that's what they were saying. I flipped these BTS tickets, and then I would have enough money to buy the good tickets for Usher and for Chris Brown.
Okay,
that's what confused. They were saying.
Awesome,
but I think that it's wrong to take tickets that were given to you at gratis from somebody who's like, hey, go see the show because we want you to be a bigger fan of this group.
Yeah.
And take it over, and like that would be bad business.
So you don't want to.
But it sounds like a smart idea. You know what I'm saying? It does sound. It's Scamper Bay. Why don't we hold up the name high?
Well, it's not even a scam. That's
a scam. That's a scam. That's a
scam.
Because they're not my ticket. They could sell the tickets.
Yeah, who's gonna know? Who would know?
Everybody who's listening right now.
Yeah, who would know?
Like, I was thinking maybe you would want the BTS tickets to take you like your kid.
I would, yes, definitely. I would definitely do that.
And
my kids would love it.
Just to backtrack, those are as good as gold too.
Yeah, somebody just said, take me, Orlando. I go to BTS. I'm like, yeah.
Back to me.
Auction off
tickets.
the extra ticket to the highest bidder.
Okay, that way you go.
And then keep your ticket.
Yeah.
So
and then go with a stranger.
And then go by yourself.
Come on. No, then you go with a stranger because they sitting next to you.
Stranger danger.
Yeah. I don't know you like that. Had me clutching my pearls the whole night or whatever.
All right, so let's backtrack. Can you get a hookup to Usher and Chris Brown?
No. What I could only do is get the pre-sale code, which I reached out to the label yesterday and said, can you give me the pre-sale code for the tour? And they're looking for that. And once I get that, I'll share it with, everybody here like I normally do.
Yeah.
But so so we can get our tickets. But I don't think. I doubt if they give me a pair of tickets, I'd probably give them away or do something on the air with it. Because I just don't. I'd rather somebody who hasn't seen them go than me go see them again because it's not really worthwhile.
You know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
I've never seen them.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Usher. Yeah, I've never seen Usher. Yeah.
Well, you would probably have to join in on the competition. We would have to do like a Squid Games.
Only once. Only once.
If I get a pair of tickets for the show and I'm not interested in going.
Yeah, what you already said.
Then I would create in the parking lot some sort of Squid Game like red light, green light.
Okay, yeah.
Something like that. And then all of y'all can go out there and fight for your glory. And then we just do it that way.
I'd play.
Yeah, you, Rich, Babs. I'm sure JR, because JR's girl's been asking him about tickets. Yeah. So everybody who wants to compete and get out there, y'all would all have to wear some sort of jumpsuit.
Okay.
And you have to have numbers on you. And then I'm going to have probably some people with paint guns that sit back there. Because if you move. Guns? Yeah, because, if like Squid Games, if you move, then you get tagged with one of the paintballs.
Red light.
Right. If you move, you get sniped by one of the people. I'll put some of our people who good with them things on the side.
I'm playing dirty.
Oh yeah. That's how you lose.
Don't stand next to me.
I will.
Because then I'll make you move. I'll get a feather.
Oh, you're gonna.
No, this just said, let me know when the Squid Games are. I'll be there. Rich, you going down.
What?
So wait, people are willing to play.
All right, listen, Kelly.
I wonder would we get in trouble for doing that? Because, I mean, they keep us from doing certain stuff in the parking lot. They don't like what we do.
Yeah, we can't even have our car cleaned anymore in the parking
Right.
lot.
They don't like, they're like, this is not your house. So we would have to, like, take it to a public park or do something out there.
Listen, Kelly, we could make our chances better if we make a deal. If you win, you take me. I win, I take you. We could get a better chance.
Wait, it's just for employees.
Why are you talking that way?
Yeah, because I'm
You're making it creepy.
How's that creepy?
Somebody says, man, I would call off work to watch those games.
We can stream it live.
Orlando gonna be out of there with a paintball gun. This is gonna be funny. No, I'm just saying. I think that would be a good look for us right there.
Yeah, I'd play definitely.
I mean, we get everybody who's interested and go out there, and everybody got to go. Only thing you got to do is go buy you a jumpsuit and put numbers on it.
Okay, I can do that.
And then everybody gets to run and do whatever, and we do a couple of Squid Games type things, and the people who win
Green light.
get the tickets. Yeah.
Got this.
We down?
Yeah, definitely.
I am 100% down.
Okay. All right.
I'm cool with it.
And we could throw it all up on. Maybe we could. Maybe that'd be our first YouTube live.
Ooh.
Like we just like
love
see
it.
people getting tagged with paintballs. That'd be funny. All right. Well, I'm up. Let's go.
The Freak Show Podcast. Orlando and the Freak Show. Mornings from 6 to 10. Wild 94.1.